Hello everyone, welcome to the study of the content of this chapter. In this chapter, we are the special explanation of marketing interaction as shown in the title. If you don't have the relevant requirements for making H5 application, you can skip the study of the content of this chapter directly. First, we will learn the content of this section. What is H5 and what can H5 do in this course? And the general classification of H5, as well as some of our common H5 cases. So first, let's learn the first point, what is H5? In fact, in the final analysis the essence of H5 is a web page. Our extensive application scene is used for marketing. The content that can be covered includes animation, interactive video, web page production, small games, marketing activities, test tables, single data management system, etc. to the wall, including some knowledge Q&A and youth memories, or a series of fun games. In fact, they all belong to the category of H5, so what can H5 do? In fact, the answer to what H5 can do is equivalent to asking what we can do on the web page. There are a lot of content in the web page. It can include our independent application, fun games, including all kinds of new video media, including our animation VR, AR, 3D multi-screen application big data, back-end management system, and so on. So when we answer what H5 can do, in fact, we are asking what feature our web page can have. In this case, H5 generally delimits such an area. We mean the H5 that we are dedicated to marketing interaction in the WeChat circle of friends. So generally speaking, what are the classifications of H5 in this category? It mainly includes the following two categories, our display type and our interactive type. The display type includes our animation, video, 3D panorama, and going to the end. What are the characteristics of display? This is the animation video 3D, which doesn't need the user to do very complex click effects, and doesn't need very complex interaction. It can complete an output of the whole content, and the interactivity is different. In terms of interactivity, the user needs to fill in a lot of data to do a lot of interaction with him, and then can achieve a practical goal and effect. Let's take a look at a few application here. Here we have selected a few simple application as the demonstration for you. You can have a look. First of all, this is a case called the Battle of Christmas. We can take a look at a case. We can notice that now we use H5, which is the predecessor of our HiCode. Therefore, in H5, any effect you can make can be achieved in HiCode. Here, let's take a look at an effect. Click 1 here to start the game, and then you can launch a shell. You can also see that there are many people around to invade. Then if you don't reach this thing, it will lose your blood. You can see that there is a protective cover over there when you invade for the first time, but if you don't destroy it, your HP will become 0-0, and the game will be over after you watch it. Then you can also view a series of opening lists. In fact, this is a very typical H5 of our interaction type. Here we need to play a small game, and then we will look at a series of H5 of display type. We can directly click to enter, and we can see that it is prompting our fingers to make a game an effect of sliding, and then when we slide left and right, we can see a series of contents to be displayed here, and when we click the label, we can also see some contents in the product, which is an effect of panoramic display H5. Similarly, we can also look at an H5 of the display class. Here is an effect of 1 in the end. When we click play, it can have its own effect of 1 play. Then, it will play a video first, and then when you click, you can see the effect of 1 in the end. Generally speaking, if you want to query this kind of business case, or this series of H5, where can you search? In fact, it's very simple, because there are still a little fewer ready-made templates in HiCode. Of course, you can also go to a template center of HiCode to see if there are any templates you like. In addition, you can go to our previous generation of HiCode products, IH5, to see if there are any like some H5 templates for marketing interaction, because there are really many templates. Basically, you need to cover any festival and any form of interaction. You can find a suitable H5 here. In addition, an idea of H5 will also be a good place to go, because here he will directly help you make statistics, that is, a series of very popular H5s in the near future. After reading these very popular H5s, you can understand what the most popular H5 is at present, and then stimulate your own series of inspiration. That's all for this section. From the next lesson, we will start to make our H5. Thank you for watching.